Sabras.
On demand. Follow Sabras Radio on Twitter and Facebook now. Akshay with Desi Mashup.
Sabras Radio.
Now, my next artist who's going to be joining me up on this show, she is beautiful. She's got a beautiful voice. She's got an amazing album under her belt, loads of singles under her belt. I've been so happy to be part of her musical journey. She was here live in the studio not so long ago, and I wish I could have her here in the studio again, but obviously with everything going on, we can't do that. But she's got a brand new track out. It's called Tumhari. It's a beautiful tune, and I'm so looking forward to catching up with her and speaking to her. Ye sabki dil ki arzu hai. So give it up and show some love for the lovely Arzutraa Garial. Hey, you!
Wow, what an entrance, Akshay.
You deserve it, man. You deserve it, girl.
God, that beats the red carpet as well, doesn't it? I'm blushing right now. If only you could see me. Oh my God.
Well, you know what? If you were here, I'd be rolling out the red carpet for you. I'd be throwing those petals down, and you could be walking down them like Cleopatra, and I know you've got a whole affinity to that whole Cleopatra and that whole kind of vibe, and you had that kind of going on in one of your videos recently.
I do, but tell me, what's your excuse for not having me in the studio? Don't blame it on the lockdown, because lockdown is pretty much just, no one's really taking notice of that right now. So, what's your excuse, Akshay? I've had my mask ready and everything.
Oh my gosh, I have no excuse. I am ekdam sharminda, and I am really sorry, and I will make it my life's meaning and purpose to make it up to you.
Wow, that's the most sweetest thing that anyone has ever said to me in my entire life. Wow. I'm just so honoured. Thank you, Akshay.
But how the heck are you? All right, with the craziness that's happening in the world right now, how are you? How is everything in your neck of the woods?
Oh my God, Akshay, I'm hot and sweaty right now. It's like
is it because you're talking to me?
I mean, partly, but I'm not sure if you realise, but there's a heat wave going on in the UK right now, Akshay. Not everything has to be about you, Akshay. Okay.
All right then.
But I can say that might be a contributing factor, say 2-3% or something.
There we go.
4 or 5%, if I'm honest. I'm only kidding. I'm just kidding with you.
But I tell you what, all right, all jokes aside, I tell you what is hot right now is this new song, Tumhari. And, social media is all abuzz about this new song, and I know you've said it, and I know all the fans are saying it. This has to be your most romantic song to date.
I think it is the most romantic song to date. I agree, and the fans have been loving it. I mean, I'm not just saying that. My fans love all of my songs, generally speaking.
Yeah.
But on this one in particular, I've even had my own team, and they've been constantly messaging me saying, oh, Tumhari is on replay in my house, Tumhari is on replay, we've been listening to Tumhari all day. And I don't normally get that from my own team, Yeah. Normally I get it from the fans, but never my own team. So it's nice. And I'm replying back to them saying, listen, just shut up, please. I only care about the fans. I don't care about if you like it or not. And then they get upset, so I have to just pretend to care. But yeah, Tumhari's been... it's been well received, and I just feel like I don't know if you know, Akshay, but it's I had quite a personal story behind Tumhari, and it was just basically it was written for someone who I was in love with at the time, and I was going to give it to him as a birthday gift, but then he ended it with me 3 days before I was going to record the song. And then I told my team I don't want to, it wasn't for public, but my team said it's so nice, we have to release it. But I actually cried. Every time I heard the song I cried, because it brought back memories of my ex.
Yeah.
But with the actual remix, it lifted my spirits, actually, because it gave me a bit of a happy kind of feeling, and almost like feeling positive inside, like I've got something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So when I don't want to cry, but I want to smile and be happy, I just put the remix on. But when I feel like crying, I put the original song on.
Oh my gosh. You know, I can only imagine, Arzu, you know, how you must have felt, you know, going into the studio and laying down the vocals for this song. You know, wow. You know, that must have, you must be so brave, and, you know, really had to kind of hold it together, you know, without breaking down, you know, while you were recording.
I did actually break down. I mean, I'm laughing now. I shouldn't really be laughing, but I remember I had like quite a lot of mascara smudged everywhere in the recording studio, and my producer nearly sent me home.
Yeah.
In fact, I was on the cusp of being sent home on that day,
Yeah.
which would have been very embarrassing because I've never been sent home before from my producer in the studio. But I was crying behind the mic. I couldn't stop crying. It was really hard. I tried, but every time I was trying to do the take, and I couldn't help it. It was just coming out, you know. But then my producer managed to, basically, I managed to convince him, look, I can do it, you know, got some water and had some bite to eat, and I managed to pull through. It was very embarrassing, though, standing on the mic with smudged mascara everywhere in front of my producer, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, look, you managed to record it. It's out, and you know, I got to say, you know, when I heard the track for the very first time, it gave me goosebumps. You know, it really, the music, the lyrics, it really just hits you right in the feels, man.
Oh, nice. I'm glad it gave you goosebumps. I cried for 8 hours on the airplane when I was listening to it from Dubai to London. I would have traded that for
no more crying. No more crying. You're not allowed to cry. No more crying, all right? You know, that's it. You know, that's it. Put a line under it, move on. I know it's easier said than done, you know, but, you know, yeah, but, you know, just keep smiling. You know, these things are there. Come to test us, but, you know, just onwards and forwards.
Exactly. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
If any man makes me cry ever again, I'm going to send them in your direction.
Exactly. You say, yeah, man, I'll deal with them.
Send him or send them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just send them.
Send them, you know.
Well, send all of them.
Send them all.
I might keep
you know,
one for myself.
मैं 100 के बराबर हूँ. I'll take them all on.
Leave one for me.
No one messes with my Arzu. But
and if anyone does, I'll send them straight up to Sabras Radio, straight to Akshay in Leicester.
That's it.
Lockdown or no lockdown.
That's it. But listen, the track
We've got a plan.
Exactly, we got it. The track is out. You know, we've got the beautiful romantic version, and then DJ Shadow has just done the awesome remix of the track as well. You know, which is really, really great. The feedback has been amazing for this song. The video, we got to talk about the video. Wow, such a beautiful video. You know, I know, as you always do, you must have got very involved in the concept and the storyline of the video, Arzu.
I did actually, and we shot half of it in the southeast of England, and it's quite scenic.
Yeah.
It is actually beautiful. I don't get a chance to explore, even though I live in England. I don't really get a chance to explore the beauty of England.
Yeah.
It's because I'm usually travelling overseas, and it's beautiful. I mean, if I had the chance to go there again, I would definitely go there again. And the rest of half of it was actually shot in Dubai as well. So I wanted to have a very simple video for this song because I wanted the actual lyrics and the actual beauty of the music to shine through. So it was. To be honest, this song's been an experience right the way from the very start, before it was even born, right the way to when Shadow made the remix for the song, and even that was a surprise because I had no idea my team were working with Shadow on the remix.
Yeah.
I only heard the remix, would you believe, an hour before it was launched. I mean, how crazy is that?
Wow.
It was a surprise for me, actually, as well as the fans. We had a lot of fans saying that they're requesting a remix, And I was in discussion with it, with my team over the remix, and we were just saying, yeah, we'll get it done, but I had no idea it was actually being made behind my back by the team. And I've dreamed to work with DJ Shadow in Dubai, and he's just, it's always been one of my dreams to get some music done with him, because he's amazing. He's so talented at what he does. Yeah. And it was like a dream come true. When my team told me it was from DJ Shadow, I thought they were just joking. But obviously when I heard the music, I realised this is definitely a DJ Shadow production. Well, so I'm quite honoured. And the fans are loving it. I love it. I must have heard that remix more than I've heard the original. I mean, I overdosed on the original on the 8-hour flight from Dubai when it first got made, and it was on a loop, and the tears came rolling down my eyes for 8 hours. So I kind of rinsed the original anyway. So the remix, I remember when I first heard it, I just couldn't stop watching it on the day. I think it was launched last Sunday. I couldn't stop myself. It was just replay. And I felt myself enjoying it with the actual fans as well. It was a really amazing experience.
Wow. I'm always curious about artists. I always wonder, do artists, in their downtime, do they sit and chill and listen to their own tracks? I always wonder about that.
Actually, what kind of a question is that?
I don't know.
An answer to it, but what kind of a question is that?
No, but I think like you spent all that time recording and everything's like, do you I always wonder, it's like, do you just sit and do you listen to your own songs, or do you listen to other artists? I know it's such a weird it's such a weird question.
Actually, can I tell you something? Out of all the RJs who I've been interviewed by on radio in any country, I've never been asked such a crazy question like this one. I have to be honest with you.
Well, Listen, that's what you get on my show. That's what you get. It's unpredictable.
I didn't prepare for that one.
No, you did not. You did not. But moving on. Right, listen. Now this track, right, is, and I'm excited about this, is from your forthcoming second album.
It is indeed. That will be out hopefully by the end of this year. Fingers crossed. I'll be giving a date soon for that one.
And we can't wait for that. But apparently, you've got an announcement for us in the next 2 weeks. What's going on? Bolo.
God, who told you?
Bolo. Come on, spill the doll.
Who told
Spill
you?
the doll.
Akshay, you're like a little spy, aren't you?
I am. I got cameras everywhere, girl. I'm watching you.
Akshay, you know what? Honestly, and live on air as well. How can you embarrass me like this? Because if I don't say what that special announcement is, then people are going to really think, not very highly of me. And if I do, then it's going to ruin the special announcement, which was meant to be in 2 weeks.
Ooh, well, look, I'm going to leave it to you. If you don't want to tell us, you don't have to, but you can maybe give us a little bit of a hint if you want.
I will give a hint.
Go on.
Definitely, I'll give a hint. So I'm actually launching it's something quite different to the music. So it's not a new song, not a new album. It's not a new music video. Although I'm shooting a new video tomorrow. In 2 weeks' time, I'm actually launching a health-related venture, which I've been working on for quite a few years now, and it's very close to my heart. I'll give you more information about it in 2 weeks, but it's going to be something which is educational for people of all shapes and sizes, from all walks of life. It's really to help to educate people on the basics of health and well-being, which they weren't taught in school. None of us were taught in school how to eat, how to drink, how to live, how to be healthy. And so this website is actually designed to give people the basics on health and well-being.
Wow. Well, we can't wait. We'll watch your space, over the next couple of weeks. We'll follow you on the social medias. And, we cannot wait for that. And musically, the album's going to be out later on in the year. Can we see, kind of singles from the album or, other musical ventures kind of dropping, in between the release of the album?
You definitely can, Akshay, like you aren't already anyway. You just wanted that confirmation, didn't you?
I did, just making sure, girl. And, I've got to ask you, right now, as we speak right now, are you wearing your nightwear in the daytime?
Right now, I kind of am,
Yeah, I think a lot of us, during this lockdown, have just spent our daytime just, I tell you what, I spend my whole week in my pajamas. I get out of bed in my pajamas and I spend the whole day in my pajamas.
The thing is that I kind of do it anyway, even when we're not in lockdown, but I guess it's just something, it's default in lockdown, because everyone else is doing it, so you don't really feel so odd. but when we're not in lockdown, when I'm at home, I'm in my nightwear anyway. My nightwear becomes my daywear, and my daywear becomes my nightwear. It's just one of those things, really. Because when I'm out doing video shoots and everything, it takes 2 hours to do makeup, going to the studio, I have my makeup done and everything. And sometimes when I'm at home, I just feel like, look, you know what, I just need to get on with my work now. I can't be spending 2 hours at home doing my makeup just to sit and look at my own face in the mirror.
I had to ask the question because, you posted up on Instagram and I thought, let me ask her the question.
No, right now I'm definitely in half my nightwear because of the heat wave as well, but yeah. 37 degrees, I don't think that's the hottest ever that I've experienced in the UK. I felt like I was in the Dubai for one moment there.
Right now, the weather's hot, you are hot, the brand new track is hot, and I'm a little bit hot as well. And I was just going to say, I think I'm a little bit hot as well, but, But, listen, always a pleasure having you up on the show, and I can't wait to have you here live in the studio, so, because it's always fun, always jokes, when we're talking face to face. But this will have to do for now. But listen, thank you so much again. Got so much love for you and, my support as always. And just for the fans, and the listeners locked in right now, what would you like to say to them, before we wrap up?
Okay, so before we wrap up, I'd like to first make you promise me something.
Okay.
Promise me next time I come to the studio, you're going to have some nice Indian masala chai waiting for me.
100%. Done.
Okay,
done.
There you go. So now I'm going to give a special message to everyone, and everyone's a witness to that promise, so you better make sure it happens, otherwise you're going to be letting me and a lot of other people down. And my special message to everyone is, we're in lockdown right now, most of us, around the world, and we've got so much time on our hands to do whatever we want to do, achieve our dreams, work towards our dreams. Turn off your social media, turn off your Netflix, turn off all of your distractions, cut away from everything and just focus on your dreams, because that's all that's going to matter in life, is you following your dreams and achieving them.
Akshay with Desi Mashup.
Sabras Radio.